Yeah, it's funny, the whole comic book thing, just how that brings out everybody's nerd.
Man.
Everybody's proud about it, too.
Oh, no.
Oh, comics? Yeah, I'm a fucking nerd. Like,
Exactly.
I got my pocket protector right here.
Exactly.
I got my pocket monster in there, Pikachu.
Exactly. And the thing about that is that, like, even, you know, what you bringing that up, like, it's been a lot of times, like, when I was younger, that I was like, man, maybe I need to stop, you know.
Like, grow the fuck up?
Grow the fuck up.
Yeah, no.
Because that was my aunt. She was telling me, you need to grow up. You need to stop doing childish things. You know, I'm like, damn.
What's childish, though?
What's childish about it? I'm just
so,
reading.
So you want me to be like an adult, right? Okay, so you're telling me you want me to go to sleep at 8 p.m., get up at like 6 a.m., read the fucking newspaper, drink a cup of coffee, go to work, come back, and
do it all over again.
Watch CNN. Yeah, like what? Like what defines an adult versus being a child? I mean, an adult spends a boring ass life being upset about everything.
Exactly.
Taking out on other people in the family, beating their kids.
Man, you didn't say the mouthful, bro. You didn't say the mouthful, because that's the whole thing with, like, with being an adult. I feel like, even to, some sort of degree, like, I don't think we grow up, we just grow old.
Yeah,
because, like,
that's the way it should be.
It's where it should be, and and the thing about that is that, like, I see it with, older people, and you go to, you chill with them or whatever, and you're like, man, this dude, like, child, like, not saying like your stuff is childish, but like this
reminds you of your childhood.
Yes. Like, and it's like okay, and it's just nice to see that that little bit of like your child innocence is still with you,
Exactly. And I think the adults that are just out there that are assholes are the ones that they let all the childish stuff go.
Oh my God, they did, yeah. And I don't know if they had like just a bad, childhood or where like they just had to be, that way. Which, to a degree I had to be too, but shit, like I was still trying to be a child. Like
exactly. Exactly.
Like that wasn't my thing, My whole thing was that, I had to get multiple jobs young to help my mama. Mm-hmm. Now, yeah, like, that probably, conflicted with like my personal life, me going out, when I wanted to, but honestly, now I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Like, because I don't want to go out. Yeah, I'd rather stay at the house with my wife and just chill.
Mm-hmm. That's the funny transition is the older you get, the less you want to fuck around with people outside the house.
Ain't that the truth?
I mean, I can probably count on one hand the people that I would probably want to go to their house, hang out, or do something with. I mean, there's not a lot of people.
And it's not.
No.
Tony, I'm the same way.
And the older I get to, the more it's like, okay, well, if I'm going to invest my time in people, we have to have, like, the right mesh. Yes. We have to have the right mindset, professionally, personally, have similar interests.
Yes.
I'm not really trying to have somebody over my house that's going to start an argument because of an election or something like that pisses them off.
And I will tell you this, I'm so sick and tired of that election.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad that shit's over.
I'm so glad it's over with. Like, I keep telling people, I was like, it don't matter who you vote for in that White House. It's not going to change shit that you got going on in your backyard. Yep. I was like, if you want to complain and bolster around elections, do this shit for your city and your state. Like
that's where it starts.
That's where it starts.
Yeah, the White House doesn't change everything.
No.
The state controls a lot more than you think.
That you will get a quicker action on what you want if you do that. If you put people, in place at your city and state level, you'll see okay. Then you most people it's because we got this person in the White House. No,
yep,
they ain't got nothing to do with it. The people you elected, the right people in your city and state council. That's acting on your behalf. That's why you start to see all this change.
That's right. Like if you want better roads here in South Carolina, you need to put somebody in office that's actually going to fix the fucking roads.
Yes.
Stop complaining about it. Yeah, South Carolina roads are terrible. Okay, well, who are we putting in office?
The same motherfuckers.
That don't care. Because they're out here talking about this topic and that topic, which doesn't really impact your tax dollars. I want to know where my tax dollars are going. When you own property in a state, whether it's a vehicle, a house, you're paying for the library, you're paying
Yes.
for art museums, you're paying for schools even if you don't have kids.
At least if you don't. And that's what I think is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, how are you going to pay for something that you're not using?
Exactly.
Like,
exactly.
that is
taxation
crazy.
without representation.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I understand if you had kids. So, like, I have a house, I have a car payment, right? You know, taxes on a new car nowadays are, like, ridiculous. You're looking at, like, every year over $1,000.
Oh, yeah.
Property taxes, multiple thousands. So I understand the fire department because I might have a fire. I understand the police because I may have a problem. Right?
That's like insurance.
Exactly.
That's like insurance.
You're making a deposit because you're probably going to make a withdrawal.
Yes.
You and me, we don't have kids. What if we never have kids and we're paying into these taxes for the schools and the Department of Education and all that shit,
and I ain't
we never have
benefited
kids
from none of it.
And then you have people that have several kids and may not even make as much or have property that they're paying taxes on, and now those kids are getting, you know, their education paid for by you and me.
Yes.
I think there should be a policy in place where
I get some type of tax break on something else.
Somewhere else, yeah. Yeah, you know, I need to withdraw from my deposit.
Yes.
But the other thing, too, like, I think it would be fair, like, if you have a kid in the education system, for the time those kids are in the system, okay, now the property you own, you're paying taxes on that.
Yes.
You know, there's a service for your taxes where you and me, we're paying taxes for absolutely fucking nothing. We're paying services for the community.
And I feel like if they approached it that way, then because I put it like this, you'll pay for a service.
Absolutely.
But you'll also pay for an upgraded service.
That's right.
So
you know, that back massage with the foot massage, I'll pay an extra $20.
I'll pay an extra $20.
You know what I mean?
So I feel like if it's like, okay, well shit, if I'm paying for the school taxes, which I don't have kids and I'm doing that, and we're doing this, then why can't we get like these roads done like ASAP? Like, why can't we get this? You know, why is it such a grace period on how you service me, but you want your shit right now?
Exactly.
Like that's what kills me. Like how you say everything is transactional. Like I just feel like I'm just always getting withdrawals and never no deposits.
Exactly.
Never no deposits.
And you know, here's the other thing too. So I know a lot of the issues when you have kids, especially multiple kids. You know, let's say you have two parents. One of them usually has to take care of the kids, right?
Yes.
Staying home. That's less income for the family because you can't have two full-time jobs, right? But here's the other thing, right? Maybe we change the whole system. So instead of those parents that have kids in the school system paying taxes on just school, what if some of that property taxes that they're paying goes for daycare, right? After school care, so, you know, mom can still work a job if she wants to.
Exactly.
And not have to be a homemaker or just a mom.
Have you seen like childcare costs?
It's ridiculous.
I just hear it because of my brother. Like my two nephews, I got two smaller nephews that, you know, still do daycare. And like when he told me the price of one, I thought it was for the both of them.
And it's like a full-time job to keep up with that.
He told me one time that he had to pay $1,000.
Is that a month?
It was this particular month because the way that him and her work, it was at a point to where it's like sometimes they're like 5-10 minutes late picking them up.
And then you got to pay a fee if you're 5 minutes late.
You got to pay a fee for that.
I think it's by the minute. I've heard it's by the minute.
So that's why it was $1,000.
Fuck.
It added up over the course of like 2 or 3 weeks. And like, I was like, bro.
$1,000 a month, I can spend that money easy on something else.
On something else. And I was like, so this is like where it's like damn near criminal. Like I know it's tough taking care of kids, let alone somebody else's. But if you go into a profession that you know like you're going to be dealing with rambunctious kids and you know that, you train for that, you go to school for that, I'm not saying not get your money.
Yeah.
But don't kill your clientele to where they can't come back.
Yeah.
Or if you're going to charge me all of this, when I come to your facility, I need tip-top shit.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I don't want to drop my child off and the boundary gates that go on the doors half of it's broken and you got it taped up with duct tape. I don't need to see that.
And you don't want your kid coming back with a bite in the shoulder because some other kid decided he was hungry.
I'm not doing that. If I'm gonna hand you over $1,000, I'm gonna be damn near partner. Yeah. Like I'm gonna be in here and I'm gonna make sure that not only my child is taken care of, that all these other children taken care of. Mm-hmm. You're not gonna treat them. You're not gonna do any of this shit. Like if we're gonna give you all this money.
Yeah.
Like that's crazy.
I mean, think that daycare has like 50 kids, so you're talking $1,000 a month, $50,000 over that whole month period.
Yeah. That's crazy.
And my kids coming home with bruises?
Nah.
Fuck that.
Nah. Nah.
But, going back to the whole taxes, okay, so they're paying taxes, on the property they own, which goes towards their kids' education. We can transition that into childcare. Now both parents can work, have more income for the family, and contribute more towards their child care. Like, why is daycare private? Why can't that be a state-run thing off the government?
I've never understood that. Because they can tax it. Usually when they don't do shit like that, it's because they can't get their cut out of it. Mm-hmm. So I was like, man, they can tax. That's easy. That's an easy tax.
Yep.
They can just work there. Now I've never understood that. But I guess that goes against like the system. They don't want you to depend on them in that sort of way that much. Like just enough to where like they keep you on welfare and keep you in the system, but not enough to live
a good free life.
There you go. There you go. So I guess that would be counterproductive if the state did that in the long run. It's like, well, we're helping you do this and helping you do that. I don't know. I just think as far as like with taxes and the tax system, I think a lot of that shit is antiquated.
Taxing way too much.
Way too much.
But going back into the stuff, like, okay, so library, right? Mm-hmm. Maybe if I want a library card, now I'm registered to pay taxes on my property to have access to it. An art museum that I don't get. Okay, so why am I getting taxed on that? Even if it's like 1% of my property taxes, I'm never going to go to that museum. I don't care.
Not at all. Because I ain't been to no museum or library in Spartanburg since I live here.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure I'm paying some sort of...
Oh, you are.
I ain't stepped foot. I don't know where it is.
Yep.
So, I don't know, man.
All I know is my money's going somewhere, and it's not coming back to me.
No. Not at all. And I guess that that's the part of being the adult that they don't always tell you about. I guess like as a child, when you see like an adult, like, man, they got all this freedom. They can do anything they want. Mm-hmm. And you grow up, you're like, well, man, we really a whole bunch of little kids, just in adult bodies still lost. Because some of us still ain't got it figured out. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know. It's crazy.
I mean, I can understand why my parents were always cranky and upset all the time when I was a kid. I'm like, why are they so mad? They got fucking cars. They drive around. They got money to buy groceries. Like, I want to buy some fucking groceries. Like, I want to buy that cream cheese for my bagel.
Yes.
I want to know that I bought that.
I want to know I bought that. That's
how I be. Grocery store. Yeah, I want to be the one that says, okay, this is what we're having for dinner this week. Yes. As a kid, you're like, okay, well, fuck, are they going to cook broccoli?
Because I don't want that shit.
I don't want that shit. No. I want pizza.
I want pizza today.
And then you get to being an adult and you're like, I think I've had enough pizza.
I want to get that
broccoli. Exactly.
That's so crazy how that shit changes like that. Because I swear that is truth to me.
All the foods I didn't like when I was a kid, I finally came around to it. Like beans. Yeah. I used to hate baked beans. Barbecue beans.
I still don't like beans.
What? Okay, you're not adulting enough yet.
Nah. Not yet. I'm still fries and chicken fingers.
Nah, I mean, it's not for everybody.
Yeah, I've never... Like, I've tried them. Baked beans, green beans, string.
You don't like any beans? Fuck.
And that's the thing. A lot of people's like, well, you don't know until you try it. I have. I don't like it.
Yeah, you just listed like 3 different types of beans. I mean, I'm pretty sure you shot them.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I don't like them.
But
now, I didn't like asparagus.
But you do now.
But I do now. And it was because, I don't know, I think we were at Claire's mom's house. And was there for dinner. And it was just the way, it's how she cooked it. I didn't even know it was asparagus until somebody told me, and I was eating. I was like, "Damn, this shit is good."
Right?
And like they was like, "Well, I thought you didn't eat asparagus," and I was like, "This is asparagus." I was like, "Well, shit, let me get some more."
That's what I'm saying.
You know, so like, yeah, it's stuff like that I'll change, but like beans.
Well, it comes down to how people prep it. To your point, asparagus.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't like broccoli straight out. I can't eat just straight broccoli. But you know what I do? I put it in macaroni and cheese.
Oh my god,
man!
Yes.
Like, when I tell you, I don't even know what the fuck I'm eating. I'm like, damn, what's this green shit that tastes so good?
Man, yeah, I've had that. I remember one time Claire cooked a macaroni pie that had
Was it like a casserole?
It's like a casserole.
Boy.
But it had turkey bacon in it, broccoli, and 3 different types of cheese in it. Bro.
Man.
I ate like that's all like it was, and like she cooked like a big pan of it, so I would just take a block out each day and just eat it, and like it was, I was full. I was like, how? Just make this every day.
Yeah, like you start thinking about like food prep, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna cook like a steak, some carbs, some veggies.
Yeah,
you got all that shit in there.
You got all of it in there.
Yeah. Okay, so let me just cut this into like 7 blocks, and I got food for lunch
every
7
day.
days a week.
And it was feeling like it wasn't like, you know, you full and you like, oh damn, I got itis, I gotta go to sleep. Nah, it was feeling like, damn, I'm energized. Like, let me go and get this done. Like that was good. Like, you know, like I feel like I got nourishment out of it almost damn near.
Imagine she put some like protein supplement in there, just mix that powder in.
Man.
Eat that for breakfast, start your day out right.
Yeah, I think I'm on. You didn't got me thinking about this. I might tell her I want that here in the next couple of days. I ain't gonna spring on it like I want it today. But I'm like, I ain't remember that casserole you cooked that time.
So I've been thinking about that casserole lately.
Yes.
You know, to your point though, it's how somebody cooks the food.
Yes.
Like, have you ever been to like an Asian person's house and had some of the food that they make? It's like I've been trying to make green beans the same way I've had it at my girlfriend's house. And the way her mama cooks it, it's like, how do you replicate this?
Yes.
How do you get so much flavor out of something that has no flavor?
And I guess you know I haven't had that with beans yet.
Yeah.
I assume.
Well, when she makes it, it's like tender. It's like, okay, how do you get this consistency out of it? Like, you boiling this, you frying it. Like, what are you doing? You're not burning it. Like when I cook green beans, it's either like burnt almost in a pan. Like I overcook it, and it's like I'm using water and a little bit of oil. It's like there's no flavor. It's bland. Like, how do you get this to taste good and feel good?
Yeah, yeah. Claire does that with salmon. Not saying like it's like a hard, meat to cook, but it's just the way that she cooks it. It's. Have you ever had Crib's Kitchen?
No. Is it good?
Very good. She can get it like that, and like I just tell her, I was like, look, man, just if I want like a salmon sandwich, just you make it, and just because I tell her, I was like, this is exactly how I want it, and she makes it perfect, and that puts me in like this. It's not like an itis stage, but it puts me in like this euphoric stage. It's like, oh my God. It's
like you're in purgatory.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to go to sleep, but I also don't want to get the fuck up.
That is perfect.
Let me see what's on the TV.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's exactly how I feel.
The most crippling thing in this country is food and entertainment. You get the right food in you, the right entertainment in front of you, man, you could be paralyzed on that couch for a fucking day. And
won't even notice it. That's the thing. Like that's how I knew, with the whole thing with like perception of time. Because like I would sit and like play a game for hours. And in my mind, because I guess I've been so encapsulated with the story and trying to get that, I feel like maybe 20 minutes has passed.
It's almost like you're astral projecting into the game.
Yes.
And now all of a sudden, you come back into reality because something triggers you. You're like, when the fuck did the sun go down? Right?
Facts. And then you look at you like, damn, I just fucked off a whole day.
Yeah. You start thinking, okay, well, my day's fucking ruined. I didn't get shit done. But you know what? I threw a bunch of red shells at that motherfucker Luigi.
Facts.
You get off that Mario Kart, you're like, damn, I'm hungry. I want some bananas.
Yes. Yes.
Been throwing them all fucking day.
Isn't that subliminals?
That's right. Like, what? Oh, you're like, what does turtle taste like?
You know what? I'm pretty sure somebody ordered like some sort of like turtle something when we was at Saskatoon's a while back. Claire's when she used to work with God, I forgot the name of that place. Tech. It's in Greenville. I think they got bought out. But she used to work for them, and every year they had a Christmas dinner, and they always had it at Saskatoon's, and like they had like alligator tails and all of this stuff.
Dude, alligator bites are the best. Theirs are okay, but if you want some really good alligator bites, you got to go down to Florida. They hit it with some citrus juice. They batter that shit. They deep fry it. Man.
Yeah, that so I assume if I like Saskatoon's, I would probably love. Yeah. Okay.
Like, look, I like my dinosaur chicken nuggets. Don't get me wrong. But I like eating the fucking dinosaur alligator tails better. Like,
it is real good.
Fuck me, that's good.
The only thing I didn't like, that's why I like it was something turtle on there because I think somebody said it was turtle something. But I don't remember it being bad. The only thing I remember out of there was the venison. Did
you have it?
I had it.
Did you like it?
No.
So venison's very weird, right? I think it comes down to if you're eating a buck or a doe. You know, and you get a buck during season, they're full of testosterone. And I think that just ruins the meat. It becomes too gamey.
So that's what it was.
But I've had some...
It was tough, chewy, and gamey.
Yes. That's probably what it was.
I ain't like it at all. I said, this shit is disgusting. I said, I'm going to finish the small portion I got on my plate because I ain't going to be rude. But I said, I'm not getting no more of that.
Never again.
Never again. But yeah, I couldn't do that. But I think that's where I started like branching out a little bit of like, okay, what type of other cuisine is out there? Because I was still, chicken fingers and fries. Yeah. And, just to see like all of that stuff there and, it didn't smell bad either. Like that was a good thing. When you look at like an alligator, you're like, man, if you cook that shit's gonna smell like all the type of shit that motherfucker eat. Yeah. I was like, it's gotta be disgusting. Nah, not at all.
Delicious.
Very delicious.
I mean, I'd put it up there with pork in a way.
Yes.
But like pork that kind of leans towards chicken.
Yes. It's almost like the best of both of those meats into one. They made like a hybrid or something. But I can definitely deal with the alligator bites. Claire's dad, he either eats squid or octopus. It's one of that. Like
is it calamari?
Yeah,
it's baby octopus, or at least small. I don't know if it's baby. My mama told me it was baby octopus. I don't know if they're like baby octopus or if they're just like, small octopus. I don't know if it's a species that just doesn't get big, but I remember the first time I had it, we went to some Italian restaurant, and she ordered this shit, calamari. I'm like, I'm a little kid. I don't know what the fuck that means. I'm like, calamari. It sounds Italian. I don't know. I'll give it a try. I like pizza. I like all types of Italian shit. Get me a fucking meatball sub. Man, I'll tear it up. Calamari, okay. So this shit comes out in a basket looking like, almost like French fries. It's battered up and shit. And I eat them like, okay, this is pretty good. Me and my brother and my sister were all eating this. Okay. Not bad. You got some like marinara sauce. Good. And then we get to like the end where the entree shows up. The appetizer, there's still a few pieces there in the basket. And Mom was like, so what do you think of the calamari? I'm like, yeah, I told you it was good. It's like, do you know what it is? Italian, I don't know. And she's like, it's baby octopus. I'm like, the fuck? Baby octopus? Get the fuck out of here, right? She said, yeah, look at it really closely, right? So like I pick up like, I guess it was a tentacle. And I started looking at this shit and pulling the batter off. And you can start seeing like the little suckers on it. I'm like, no fucking way, I'm eating octopus?
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Man, look. it was dead, it was bad, it was deep fried. Okay, I can fuck with that. But then you get on like social media and you see people in foreign countries eating fucking live.
Yeah,
get the fuck out of here.
Oh my god, man! I be ready to. I swipe up so goddamn quick.
For real. I don't even swipe up. I just fucking throw my phone.
Yeah, man, that's I do. I can't do it. Even like when I saw Clay Daddy eat it, I was like, I get it. It's prepared. I don't want it.
No,
that's one thing that I haven't tried that I just don't want.
Like if I want to watch somebody eating something that's alive, I'm gonna watch like a nature documentary and see a fucking lion eating a gazelle. I don't want to see a person eating something with 8 legs squirming around and you're trying to like stick that shit down your throat.
And it's whirling around.
It's trying to like get itself back out.
No, that's...
Like you eat that thing, you swallow it whole. I guess you swallow it whole?
How does that even digest live?
I don't know, man. That thing's like in there trying to crawl up your fucking esophagus.
Fucked up. Like, because I'm pretty sure like the enzymes are like trying to break it down. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, it's suffering.
Yeah.
Like, why would you want that inside of you like that? Like, I don't.
Kill it first.
Yeah. Yeah, I ain't got time for all that.
That's cargo. You know what that is?
Isn't that fish eggs?
No,
that's caviar.
That's caviar. Snails.
Escargot is snails. That's what it is.
Like, who the fuck saw the slippery motherfucker in a shell and said, you know what? I'd like to eat that. Not me. That's a French cuisine, I think.
Like, how do you... So how does that... How is that prepared? Like...
I have no idea. I think maybe it's boiled, or I hope it's boiled at least to disinfect it. I mean, the shit on the table looks slimy as fuck.
Yes.
It's like, did you just pluck that fucker from its shell? I don't know.
That's another one I don't want to
And I'm not going to judge anybody else. If you want to swallow a slimy creature that leaves a little trail as it slides around.
To each his own.
Exactly. That's up to you, man.
But Ralph not doing it.
Don't even do it.
Ralph ain't doing it.
Look, I will gladly pass over that delicacy. Same with caviar. I will jump over both of them to get to some chicken nuggets.
So let me tell you something about caviar. The only reason I would try caviar is because, like, we eat chicken eggs.
It's true.
So it's like, it's not like we've not eaten eggs before from another. So I would try it just to see what the consistency is and what it tastes like. Mm. But, like, it's not something that, like, it's like, oh, well, I'm going here and I want the most expensive caviar. No. Yeah. Give me like a little dipping cup full of them. Let me try them first. Let me see what's, and then we'll go from there.
You go to like an M&M shop like in Disney or something like they have like little paper cup.
Yes.
With the taste. Okay, you got the 3 M&Ms in there. Okay, let me have 3 caviar egg. You guys have that?
Yes.
Yeah.
And let me
before I spend like $100 on a little bowl.
Because that shit's expensive.
Yeah.
From what I hear, and then it's like, it's by like how the age of the fish that they're extracting these eggs out of, how rich and and then like some people like how they describe it, how it tastes is disgusting, but a lot of people told me that the alligator bites were disgusting, and I think they're good. So
you just gotta try it for yourself.
I just gotta try it for myself.
Yep.
I would try it at some point in time.
I feel like people that have money say, to the waiter, I'll have the most expensive, disgusting plate you have in your restaurant. Bring it to me and I will pretend to like it.
Yes. Just to take a picture of it and put it on social media like, hey, I was here. I ate this.
Yep.
And probably didn't finish that plate.
If I was going to blow a bunch of money at an expensive, fancy restaurant, right, and boast about it, I'm going to go to Salt Bay's restaurant and get me a fucking steak with that salt on there. Fuck.
What?
Yeah, Salt Bay. You know the guy with the little salt in the steak, thing he did?
Oh, yeah.
White t-shirt, dark glasses, right? He's got a restaurant in Miami. Yeah, a friend of mine went to it, posted on her Facebook.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm sure he has other restaurants too, but he has one down there.
I thought he was just a meme.
No, that's where the meme came from, like the way he prepares the meat. And, that one stuck. He did the whole little salt thing before he... Yep.
That shit funny. That shit is funny, though.
Yep. You know, I think Thanos, like when he snapped motherfuckers and they went to dust, he should have been like with the gauntlet.
Yeah.
Man.
Damn.
I mean, if I'm paying a lot of money, I want the best fucking steak I can get. I want a nice flank steak, medium rare, with some like olive oil and some green shit on it.
See, I've. It's not that I don't eat steak. I don't know. It's never like if we go to a steakhouse where I probably should be getting a steak, probably get chicken fingers. You know, like. Yeah.
Hey, look, I'll be honest with you. Some breaded chicken fingers with some good seasoning and some kind of good dipping sauce with a basket of fries.
Mm-hmm. It's perfect. Like, can't fuck with it. Like, it's...
You ever go to Bennigan's?
I've heard of that place.
They're all over the place.
Where is that? Where is it?
Florida has a lot
is it anywhere here?
There might be. I don't know. I hadn't seen one in South Carolina. It might be a Florida thing.
Might be. But I've definitely heard of it.
Yep.
Bennigan's.
You know, when you're a kid and you go to like a restaurant, you know, with the family or whatever, you know, they're out there doing their thing. And like, you know, I feel like as a kid, the staple is either like a basket of fries with some chicken fingers or some kind of plate that comes with the hot dog. Like, when the fuck did that become like the most adequate food for kids?
I don't know.
Like, we're going to give them a coloring book and some crayons and some fucking chicken fingers and fries.
That's what you used to get.
Yep.
The simple days.
Mm-hmm. Take me back.